Hello everyone. Welcome to Creative Edge. I, Sumit Joshi, welcome you all on the behalf of entire Creative Edge team. Today we are discussing NIFT related aptitude section. That is GAT part of NIFT paper, both BDES as well as MDES. Along with this, in this session only, the second part will be taken by Rajendra Bhatia sir, and there sir will be discussing the GAT part, that is the CAT part, that creative ability test. उससे रिलेटेड जो भी क्वेश्चंस थे उन पर जो डिस्कशन होना है उसके लिए सर आपसे लाइव कनेक्ट हो रहे होंगे आफ्टर मैं इस डिस्कशन को कंप्लीट कर लूँ उसके. So, sir will be live probably after 10 or 15 minutes. So, let's quickly discuss what it was, how it was in yesterday's NIFT, BDES and MDES. हम specifically आज जो analysis ले रहे हैं या जो discussion हमारा आज हो रहा है, it is about BDES and MDES only, not about BFT, MFT and MFM. राइट. सो अगर मैं बात करूं जीएटी पार्ट की, दैट इज जनरल एप्टीट्यूड टेस्ट वाला पार्ट. सो द टाइम ड्यूरेशन फॉर दिस इज 2 hours. टोटल नंबर ऑफ क्वेश्चंस वाज 100 फॉर बीडेस स्टूडेंट्स एंड 120 फॉर एमडेस एस्पिरेंट्स. Maximum marks were 100 for BDES, 120 for MDES. Scoring pattern was like if you have marked one correct answer, that will be +1. If you have not attempted, you'll get a 0. And if you have attempted a question and marked wrong, then you'll be charged a penalty of 0.25 marks. That is minus 0.25 will be awarded. Right? तो इस तरह का कुछ पैटर्न रहा है. One of the major issue that I've heard from many students was because GAT part has been computer based this year, so they were not able to analyze the paper, they were not able to cope up with the system. Though, if that has happened with you, that has happened with all other aspirants as well. So, all the students, those who have taken NIFT yesterday, have faced this issue. At some of the centers, the system were not working, so the invigilators were quite cooperative. This is what our students have given us as an input, that at our center the system was not working. We did not get enough time, but the invigilators were cooperative. The supervisor from NIFT Institute identified what they are facing, what problem they are facing, and they have asked them to write a mail. तो अगर आपसे भी ऐसा कुछ कहा गया है, आपके किसी सेंटर पर ऐसी कोई प्रॉब्लम रही है दैट बिकॉज ऑफ दैट पर्टिकुलर टेक्निकल इश्यू, और किसी रीजन से अगर आप प्रॉब्लम में है और अगर आपको मेल करने को कहा है, तो प्लीज एंश्योर आप अपना मेल आज ही कर लें. राइट. सो uh, let's start this session, the analysis part. Before we start, if you are new to our channel, subscribe our YouTube channel, follow us on Telegram and Instagram for regular updates for various design and architecture entrance update, exam updates. You can get regular questions as well on regular questions as well on our Telegram and Instagram pages. So follow us on Telegram and Instagram as well. Also, if you are preparing for private institute, private design institutes, आप study material download कर सकते हैं by clicking on the link given in the description box. That will help you prepare for private design institute entrance exams, as well as अगर आप BR या नाटा की प्रिपरेशन कर रहे हैं तो उसके लिए भी, जेई बीआर या नाटा की प्रिपरेशन कर रहे हैं तो उसके लिए भी आपको स्टडी मटेरियल मिल जाएगा. सो यू कैन download the study material for free by clicking on the link given in the description box. So let us start with the analysis part. Overall, if we talk about BDES if we talk about BDES program, so the number of questions as per the pattern were there in the paper, but the challenge was the length of passages was quite lengthy. This is what I've been updated by students that they were not able to cope up with time. Time management was a big issue in BDES paper. सो एनआईएफटी का जो बीडीएस एंट्रेंस हुआ है कल के दिन, इस पर बहुत ज्यादा स्टूडेंट्स को एक प्रॉब्लम रहा है, वो ये है कि इफ वी आर डूइंग दिस, वी वर नॉट एबल टू डू क्वेश्चंस ऑन दिस विथ गिव because of lack of time, right? So those who have practiced it, उन लोगों का थोड़ा सा स्पीड बेटर रहा होगा। दूसरा मेजर इश्यू ये था कि पेपर पेंसिल बेस्ड टेस्ट होता था पहले पास्ट में, और दिस टाइम इट इज कंप्यूटर बेस्ड। सो वो एक चैलेंज था कि हम क्विकली रिव्यू नहीं कर पा रहे थे क्वेश्चन को या पैसेज को। तो दैट हैज बीन an issue with everybody, right? Not with a particular student, but with everybody. सो लेट्स नॉट वरी अबाउट दैट, बिकॉज अगर वो चैलेंज आपके लिए था तो वो चैलेंज सभी के लिए था। सो नंबर ऑफ क्वेश्चंस लाइक वाइज जैसा आपके स्क्रीन पर अभी पैटर्न दिख रहा है, बीडेस एमडेस, इतने ही नंबर ऑफ क्वेश्चंस अवेलेबल थे। अब अगर हम बात करें कि क्वांटिटेटिव एबिलिटी एंड एनालिटिकल एबिलिटी में क्वेश्चंस किस टाइप के थे और क्या थे, तो चलिए देखते हैं, बात करते हैं। बीडेस वाला एग्जाम जो है, यहाँ पर क्वांटिटेटिव एबिलिटी वाले पार्ट पर रेशियो प्रोपोर्शन, टाइम स्पीड डिस्टेंस, स्ट्रीम्स एंड बोट एंड स्ट्रीम बेस्ड क्वेश्चंस, नंबर सिस्टम बेस्ड क्वेश्चंस, लीनियर इक्वेशन बेस्ड क्वेश्चंस का फ्रीक्वेंसी काफी ज्यादा था। और अगर हम एमडेस की बात करें तो एमडेस में मिक्सचर एलिगेशन, परसेंटेज, लॉगरिथम के क्वेश्चंस भी पूछे गए थे। सो अगर हम एनालिटिकल एबिलिटी वाले पार्ट की बात करें, तो एनालिटिकल एबिलिटी वाले पार्ट पर बीडेस में जो क्वेश्चंस पूछे थे वो थे वेन डायग्राम बेस्ड, कॉज एंड इफेक्ट बेस्ड, एंड कुछ बेसिक रीजनिंग क्वेश्चंस थे रेगुलर, जो भी आपको देखने को मिलता है। और एनालिटिकल एबिलिटी वाले सेक्शन की अगर एमडेस के पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से बात करूं, तो यहाँ पर ब्लड रिलेशन, डिस्टेंस डायरेक्शन, लॉग्स, वेन डायग्राम, एनालॉजी, पजल्स, ये सारे क्वेश्चंस थे। सो बेसिकली अगर आपने हमारा एनआईएफटी मैराथन भी फॉलो किया होगा, तो वहां पर भी हमने जब बात की थी एप्टीट्यूड एंड रीजनिंग वाले सेक्शंस को लेकर, तो वहां पर हम यही सारी बातें कर रहे थे कि दीज आर द टॉपिक्स ऑफ इम्पोर्टेंस। आपको इन टॉपिक्स को प्रिपेयर करना चाहिए। इफ यू हैव प्रिपेयर्ड दैट, यू वुड हैव अटेम्प्टेड इट, बट बिकॉज ऑफ टाइम मैनेजमेंट अगर हम नहीं कर पाए हैं, तो लेट्स हैव दिस एज लर्निंग फॉर ऑल फ्यूचर स्टूडेंट्स, those who are targeting NIFT 2024. Please make sure that you guys are preparing and practicing regularly, right? So these are the inputs from my end. If I if I give my opinion about the cutoff for GAT section, general aptitude section, it will be relatively low because ऑनलाइन जब हो गया है, कंप्यूटर बेस्ड जो टेस्ट हो गया है, वो थोड़ा सा एक चैलेंज हो गया। अदर देन दैट, करंट अफेयर्स बेस्ड क्वेश्चंस जो थे, जीके जीके एंड करंट अफेयर्स बेस्ड सेक्शन, दैट वाज अ बिट चैलेंजिंग फॉर स्टूडेंट्स। So because of that, cutoff will be quite low. I'm not saying very low, but relatively low in GAT section. So in 5 minutes time, Rajendra sir will be continuing the analysis. So stay connected. Uh, we'll be back in 5 minutes with with creative ability test analysis. So this is it about general aptitude test.
Good afternoon, everyone. Hi, friends. I'm back, your friend Rajendra Bhatia from Creative Edge, talking you about the CAT part, the creativity part of the NIFT 23. Well, friends, I will first talk about UG examination. And yes, don't leave. I will also talk about one of very interesting question of PG level. Friends, let's go. Question number one. You are given circle, bracket, S-shaped curved lines, U-shaped lines, arc, straight lines, triangle, slant line, square bracket. Friends, these questions have been taken up by some of the students having come out. As you know, such examination, you don't get a printed paper out of the examination hall. And we don't enter into any malpractices by taking any, I mean, giving any bribe and taking out the print from inside of the hall. No. So here it is. Whatever they remember is what has been brought up here. And with these shapes, the question was design any one of the following. Either you could draw an automobile, piece of utility, or weighing scale. When we think about this B answer, think of utility or piece of utility. I think it requires more of a brainstorming, and that's what my student has done. And these are some of the answer which my student has redrawn coming out of the exam and then redrawn. So here it is. She has taken a piece of utility into account, and that this is how she did it inside the examination hall. See, every part that you are using from the given shapes has to be specified. And of course, more than this, she must have written the name of the utility product, and that is, of course, the wristwatch. And here it is, the little S-shaped hook, the belt uh, hook is like one part of the bracket. Likewise, two part of the bracket for the stripe to get caught here, the loops. Then the straight line, the wash needles, outside design, that is a little S shape. Those are the curved line. And the circle, that is the dial and the holes. Then the lines for the belt. So those are the straight lines for the belt. Well, friends, this is how, plus my student has beautifully um, colored it. And once you have got such coloring done, you could you could expect very good answers, numbers, right? This answer would be called as a good one. What do you say? Yeah, you can write your answer on the chat box if you like. Or, friends, yes, you can write me down. You must have subscribed my channel, and that's how you are in here. And uh, friends, you can write me a comment also in such answer. Another question was very interesting. Make a black and white comic strip with a plot set in COVID times using characters of any one of the following. Tenali Rama, Vikram Betal, Akbar Birbal. The answer my student has chosen is based on Vikram Betal. See into the comic strip. You know probably that comic strip has got the frame. They always need not to be square like, I mean rectangle like this. There could be a gutter in between, between 1, 2, and 3 and 4. they should be the viewer should be able to run from one frame to another frame very easily. No need of searching whether this is one, two. You can easily switch over from here to here. So here it is, Vikram, the king is thinking my people will die. What COVID with COVID for this? So we all are dying because of this COVID. That's how the relative of the dead people are narrating to Vikram. Then Vikram reaches a saint, a Sadhu Baba, and he says, please help me. Then one man can save your people, and that is Betal. So the Vikram, the king reaches Betal, who is hung on the tree, as you all know from the comics. What starts with E and ends with E? That is a question by Betal to Vikram, but only has one letter in it. And the answer that Vikram gives is envelope. And then the Betal, like the one person who could save people from dying from COVID, is with Vikram. So the narration in this is, you are right, so let us go. There could be another word added up here by my friend, and that is, let us go and save your people. Anyway, so even half dialogue is good enough to convince jury. I think it's very nice, neat, clean line sketch, and probably my student will hopefully get very good marks out of it. Similarly, if somebody has done similar illustration, and you always remember few rules of the comic strip, that means the dialogues can come within the picture and the dialogues have to be written in all caps. Okay, then the dialogue cloud has to be made for each dialogue, indicating who might have been saying the dialogue. So it is very easily seen that the Betal is saying, "You're right, so let us go." Using the following shapes, that is the third question: hexagon, rectangle, straight line, circle, droplet shape. Design any one of the following: wind chimes, jug, personal computer, letterbox, nail cutter. You can resize, rotate, and even repeat the same shape. Explain your design in 70 words. If somebody has noticed this kind of question and the earlier one where simple shapes were given and you were to use them for a product, and my friend um, used, designed a wristwatch. Here you are to be more vigilant about these shapes, and you cannot alter the shapes, and that's why you were to be more vigilant about how to use them. So here it is, droplet shape used at the back of the handle of the nail cutter. Then the nail cutter is having a triangle kind of a thing, or maybe if there was no triangle given, you could say that this is straight line that you have used. Then circle was given, so circle is used here. Okay. Then teardrop drop shape is this as well. Right angle triangle, ABI, right angle triangle. So there was a right angle triangle also given in the question, which is not mentioned in my presentation. Anyway, there was a, and then rectangle shape was also given. So each shape has been used. More shapes from the given options are used, better it is for you to get better marks. So this is about simple. In my words, simple. But more details you give, better marks you get. Now, let us come on to something more interesting. Not for everybody, but still it's worth looking at how my friends have given answers. It's not for you and me to assess what numbers they get, but according to me, the answers given in earlier three answers given maybe by different students, what I have chosen out of it to show to all of you looks like pretty scoring answers. They have come up with good reasoning, and let's see what questions for PG says. Product design. Product design, design a multifunctional product which can be used in the school, house, relax. The product can be workout bench or a boat. 30 marks. Redesign currency of 5 different countries. Also give a description of your design. This is one question I have taken for explaining to you because this is a very tricky question according to me. Then create a comic strip of 6 frames with dialogues and expressions for given situations. Since I have already given an answer of the comic strip for the UG, in the PG also similar things are happening. So anyway, the question was if person from year 2023 has left his cell phone and charger in year 1950. Now it's a backward journey. His phone is having all the updates, videos, images, movies, games, apps, etc. for 2023. Now a group of people from 1950 are watching this phone and charger. Also write, also write a summary of your comic strip. You must notice one thing in PG, they more depend or they more fascinate your ability of description apart from very good sketch. Okay, so let's see what is the answer. I've selected, as you know, the question number 2, redesign currencies of 5 countries, justify your design, 30 marks. Description, advantages of metal money. Now my friends have, one of them has given such an answer. The suggestion is, one of them, convert that India's currency into metal currency. And the description that you can give, the advantages, they are small, convenient, easy to recognize, easy to carry and handle, less chances of damage. Paper money is fragile, whereas coins are sturdy. Similar currency can make transaction easy across the globe. Value of metal coins. Now, this is, I would have preferred this as the first of the answer. Value of metal coins, platinum, gold, and silver are always appreciating. So there are less chances of the currency getting um lesser value. Can be reused and redesigned, more sustainable. Devaluation of money will not occur because you know that uh, will hold the better economy of the country. Yes. Now, one thing I would like to explain here, friends, on behalf of my this student who has done this kind of an innovative work, and that is world around there are two sectors with on which the currency depends. One are the petroleum. That means all the petroleum product they decide the value of the currency. This is true in Australia, New Zealand, USA, the first country, Canada, and likewise whosoever run dollar. Apart from that, all Arabian countries, UAE, and maybe Saudi Arabia, these are the people where the petrodollar has got value or petroleum has got the value. Other countries have got their reserve in gold. So their reserve decide the value of the currency. and that decides the economy. So I think when you are giving the explanation, I haven't written any explanation in this, but let me tell you verbally. In the explanation, you could write down when you're justifying your design, you could write down that this currency will not deteriorate, it is nature sustainable, and will always get appreciated. And this, if adopted, can be one currency all around the world. However, the answer should have had more than just Indian currency here. So you don't put three kind of coins. You put one coin as a sample, gold plus silver, gold, platinum, 10,000, 20,000, and maybe 1 lakh worth of a coin. So once this kind of currencies are adopted all around, I think you get, I mean, the whole world economy can be on one platform. So that can go as an answer, very potential work, very creative thinking, whosoever has done it. And likewise, you could really work out your answer. In PG, a lot of details are required. Maybe such kind of four more um, answers. Here, the use of gold leaf is there. Now, one may arguably say that, sir, um, our present currency notes do have got silver lines inside it, equivalent to the value of that note. No, it is not equivalent to the value of that note. In fact, those lines are secret marks, but yes, it has got some value, certain percentage of the total value or the denominators. There are negatives also of having metal as the currency because one may not deposit that into bank at all, kind of a thing. But it just depends as to how innovative you are, how much you can justify or explain your concept. That is more important for the examiner rather than overall justifying um, whether to bring a gold or silver or platinum currency or not. That's my emphasis, and that's where probably you can really um, get good marks. Okay, friends, any question from your side? Welcome. What you have done is done, but my analysis that both for PG and UG, as far as creative ability is concerned, Friends, my mic went a little into technical glitch, but I'm back with you. And thank you very much for waiting for my this pause. Friends, I think we have completed the discussion of the um, answers. Those were possible. Of course, I haven't drawn all the three answers to the PG question, but one is good enough to give you some glimpse of how good you could do with the questions. They are simple, and so you could carry on with the um, waiting because I believe you must have done good with the CAT examination. And now everything will also depend on the GAT examination because there I overheard people saying that the questions were slightly on a difficult part. So having done everything good in both the parts, I wish you all the best. And I thank you very much for being with me and getting on to the possible answers to the questions. Thank you so much. I can wait for if there was any question. Right now, I don't find any question from my audience. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Gargi Srivastav, sir, in the first question, I did not specifically denoted the shapes. Will I get marks? Yes, you will get marks, but then how do you think that the examiner will try and search where the shapes are used? But it's still depending on your design and if the examiner can recognize the shapes. You see, even what I have presented today, I don't think I've presented it completely as it should have been. I've taken it from some of the students, but where I believe that these people have done a mistake was not labeling the good diagram. Labeling of diagram, explaining the diagram is equally good. So, Gargi, I think there may be a little apprehension in giving you 100% marks. That's where, and many of them, not you, many of your friends must have done the same thing. Similar question by Muskan Kesri. I think सर कैट में मैंने बनाया तो शेप से है लेकिन लेबलिंग नहीं की तो क्या मार्क मिलेंगे सिमिलर क्वेश्चन टू गार्गी या मार्क मिलेंगे बट उतने नहीं जितने होने चाहिए ना सभी ने अगर ये गलती करी है तो परसेंटाइल के हिसाब से आप पास हो जाएंगे Right, friends, I think I have got good number of your questions. I could give you some answers from here. So maybe see you then in next of my presentation. All the best to all of you for the upcoming results of NIFT. Thank you so much for being with me.